please stand and remove your hats for our national anthem. Please remain standing for the invocation, which will be given by Rabbi Isabel de Koning, Executive Director and Campus Rabbi of Hillel at Drexel University.
We have arrived. And so, with hearts overflowing, we give thanks for our graduates, for their families and friends, for our faculty, staff, and administrators, each person here, and so many others we call to mind today, has served to nurture, sustain, support, challenge, inspire, and uplift these graduates. And by the merit of that devotion, we are able to celebrate this joyous graduation today. We ask the source of blessing to bless our graduates as they go forward into a world rife with challenges and ripe with opportunities. May you go out from Drexel with eyes filled with wonder and hearts filled with courage and compassion, ready to explore the world as it is and inspired to help transform it into the world that it might yet be. May the lessons you have learned and the tools you have developed here at Drexel serve to propel you forward. And may the relationships that have sustained you here on campus continue to sustain you as you go out to build and design, explore, understand, and innovate. May you each find roles that allow you to offer the world your greatest professional gifts. And may the work of your hands and hearts be ever in the service of community and humanity. May every day from this day forward offer you pathways for continued learning, growth, and service. May bold vision, wise counsel, and generosity of spirit guide your way. And wherever your paths lead you, may each of you always be accompanied by great light, laughter, and love. Be who you are, dear graduates. May you be blessed in all that you are and all that you will become. Congratulations to the class of 2019. May this moment carry you forward from strength to strength.
Welcome, and please be seated. Please welcome the Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Nina Henderson Provost, Brian Blake.
Good afternoon. We're so fortunate to be here today. I think this is our third commencement of the day, and I think our students in the College of Arts and Sciences would agree that we saved the best for last. We are fortunate to gather together as the College of Arts and Sciences, the academic beating heart of Drexel. And most of all, we are fortunate to be able to celebrate these simply outstanding women and men who will graduate today. So on this day of celebration and joy, let me be the first to say congratulations to the class of 2019. I hope you will indulge me. Our Office of the Provost has a group of ambassador students that we call Dragon 24. So one of our members is graduating today. I'm going to check to see if Simal Ali is here. And there's two other students I met in my very first week here, and I guess they would call me a mentor, but I think they've been mentors to me. So if you won't mind, I'd like to call them as well. One is Kiana Williams and Isaiah Hoffman. With that, we're so very proud of accomplishments, and we wish you the very best success as Drexel alumni. This is also a day of promise. Our graduates are on the cusp of what I would consider to be remarkable and rewarding careers. Here to celebrate with you, we have many of those who, in effect, walked by your side during your challenging academic journey. Among them are the dedicated Drexel faculty and professional staff who are committed to your success. And of course, we're joined by family, friends, and others who comprise your dearest support network. So to our graduates, and also to your parents and family and friends, and to the faculty and professional staff who taught, counseled, and assisted you, I offer my congratulations. Our university is certainly a better place for all of your efforts. Our capacity for knowledge, for innovation, and for service is so much greater thanks to you. That's what we celebrate today at Commencement. I also want to extend a warm greeting to our commencement speaker, Judy Wicks. As an author, activist, entrepreneur, Judy Wicks is an international leader in the local economy movement. She's a founder of the iconic farm-to-table restaurant, the White Dog Cafe. I'm sure those here know about that one. And she's currently helping local entrepreneurs through a microloan fund, among many other interests. I know she has many insights to share with us. And on a personal note, Judy, on behalf of my family, who are absolutely in love with the White Dog Cafe, I thank you for your contribution and look forward to your remarks. Let me close by saying to our graduates, our world needs you. It needs the many contributions that you will make in your professional, civic, and personal lives. In your hands, you hold the long-term health, equity, and prosperity of our society. How you make use of the knowledge that you've worked so hard to acquire while here at Drexel will determine all of our futures. But I have no doubt that we can look ahead with confidence and contemplate the truly exciting and deeply necessary ways in which you will contribute to society, to the country, and to the world. If I can offer one piece of advice, it would be to think of your future, not just in terms of your career decisions, but how it relates to the big, difficult problems you can solve to better American society. And if you devote yourself to solving the big problems, asking and answering the hard questions, then your career moves will take care of themselves. I also want to leave you with one request, that you please keep connected with your alma mater. The bonds you formed as a Drexel student can be lifelong, and the Alumni Association can help you keep those relationships alive. We all look forward to hearing about your future successes in scholarship, in your professions, and as you serve others and your communities. I'm so proud to share this day with you today and with your families. So with that, I just want to say thank you and congratulations. Now it's my distinct pleasure to welcome to the microphone your Dean, Maria Schulteis, College of Arts and Sciences.
Thank you, Provost Blake, for coming and celebrating this special day with us. Good evening, graduates. Thank you. That's the first thing I want to say. Thank you for the privilege of allowing us to work with you, to mentor you, to train you, and to learn from you, and today to celebrate with you. On behalf of the college, faculty, professional staff, I want to say congratulations. We are excited to celebrate your accomplishments today alongside your friends and loved ones. I would also like to welcome the members of Drexel's Executive Council who are joining us today. We have Emeritus Trustee Robert Buckley, Scott Cooper, Stephen DiPietro, Diana Robbins, Alistair Saunders, and Youngmoo Kim. And finally, we are honored to have with us our esteemed keynote, Judy Wicks, and our class of 2019 representative, Carrie Hurd. So if you'll allow me, I'll share just a few words and some thoughts that I put together in trying to think of what would I like to share to the graduates today. And as I was thinking, one of my favorite quotes came to mind. And it's a quote by Dr. Angela Lee Duckworth, a fellow psychologist. Duckworth and her team study how students learn and what makes some students more successful than others. What they have discovered is that it isn't social intelligence, it's not good looks, and it's not IQ. What sets them apart instead is grit. That is what makes the difference. Dr. Duckworth describes grit as passion and perseverance for long-term goals. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking with your future day in, day out, not just for the week, not just for the month, but for the years, and working hard to make that future a reality. Grit is living life like it's a marathon, not a sprint. This is something that I believe in wholeheartedly because I have seen the truth of her words firsthand. My parents immigrated to the United States from Peru when I was 6 years old. They were in their 30s and they had 3 young children. They were not rich. My mother worked in a laundromat. My father was a janitor. He had a 5th grade education and he was 42 years old when he got his GED. They came with nothing except the passion to give my brothers and myself a better life. And importantly, the perseverance and work ethics. They had the grit to see the goal through to the end. We didn't grow up rich. We didn't have fancy houses or fancy cars, but what my parents did give us was the privilege of an education and the advantage of having witnessed the power of grit. Whatever words you use to describe that quality, whether it's grit, resilience, perseverance, dedication, at the end of the day, it's those intangibles, that internal drive, that I want to highlight and reinforce for you today. We all bring to the world our unique talents and perspectives, but those alone do not define us or our future, nor do they guarantee our success. Innate ability, learned skills, those can only get us so far. To truly achieve, you need the stamina to work, the day in and day out to see your goals through to the end, to get up and go to class even when you're dog-tired and you just want to stay in bed, to persevere through 10-week quarters that fly by in an eye blink, to handle difficult courses, full-time jobs, academics, and occasionally a social life. It means having the courage to try something new because you know you will grow from it, to study abroad, thousands of miles from home where customs, foods, and faces are unfamiliar, or to move to a new country with no money, no resources, no family, and to start from scratch. It means having the fearlessness to finish what you set out to accomplish, even if you stumble along the way. What gives us that drive in most cases is passion. Passion for something you love, something you believe in, something you feel will make life better, whether it's for your family, your community, or your planet. There is no right or wrong size to passion. That internal drive will make the difference between the goals that you achieve and the ones that remain a dream. As you go out into the world, as you hit against obstacles, as you struggle at times with self-doubt, remember that the degree that you now hold is proof that you can achieve when your passion and perseverance align. And it's only the tip of the iceberg. My father always told us, you can have $1 million. You can have a fancy house and a fancy car. But you can also lose $1 million and that fancy house and that fancy car. But if you get an education, no one can ever take that away from you. You have the education. You have the ambition. I wish for you and for the world the grit to see them through. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Miss Carrie Hurd. who will address us on behalf of the class of 2019. Carrie is graduating today with both a bachelor's and a master's degree in communication with distinction from our honors program. In her time at Drexel, Carrie has established herself as a strategic multimedia communications professional and storyteller. She has excelled in co-op and internship positions in 6ABC, Comcast, and NBC 10, while honing her skills in Drexel media outlets like The Triangle and Dragons TV. She has also dedicated herself to elevating and amplifying voices of color in our community. For example, in her senior project, she challenged stereotypes through storytelling in her blog, Black Youth Unplugged. She also organized a Black Millennial Mixer to empower scholars, artists, and entrepreneurs. Please join me in welcoming Carrie to the podium.
Before I begin my speech, I just wanted to say you guys look beautiful. I watched a lot of my friends, join the audience backstage, and I was shouting people out, so just wanted to put that out there. Good evening, families, friends, faculty, board members, graduates, Provost Blake, and Dean Schulteis. My name is Kiava Carrie Hurd. Today, I stand in front of you as a recipient of a bachelor's and master's in communication, a minor in sociology, and a certificate in writing and publishing. But arguably, more importantly, as the fourth and youngest college graduate in my family. I arrived on Drexel's campus in 2008 without much of a clue. I was 12 and touring the college as a sixth grader. As many of you can imagine, I wasn't thinking that I would one day be a student here, let alone that I would one day sport a graduation gown embroidered with the school's logo and stand at this podium before you. But even in 2008, as an unrecognized future dragon touring the campus, there was an indescribable energy in the air. The students walked with urgency, the classrooms boomed with action. I remember vaguely feeling like everyone here had a purpose, and they were willing to do whatever it took to live in it. That observation still holds true. For the first time, what was considered overachieving my entire life is normalized, as if to be an overachiever is to be a dragon. Regardless of how well we're performing and how many accolades we're collecting in our minds, we could be doing better. We could be doing more. The unapologetic urge to constantly improve and grow is what makes us special, and is something we should never lose. I found my purpose here at Drexel. Prior to arriving, all I knew was that I liked to write. I now know that I'm most happy when my writing is amplifying and connecting marginalized voices as an advocate for people of color, women, and other vulnerable groups. I also know that I like the business side of media, and that it's cool to know about mergers and acquisitions before they become a reality. We are lucky to have learned so much about ourselves and our interests long before graduation. We are joining our respective fields with years of experience already, a long list of bylines as co-authors, former educators in China, researchers, nurse assistants, and community leaders. Our impact doesn't have to wait until we're in some formal leadership role, because we are born leaders, and our ambition has never waited for anyone. My fellow dragons, continue to demand more from yourself and from the world. This accelerated school has made you the masters of time management. Take that and your will to win and continue to live in your purpose. And to our support system, our professors, our parents, hi, Mom and Dad. Thank you, because this day would have been impossible without you. Congratulations to the class of 2019.
Thank you, Carrie. Thank you. And congratulations on your multiple degrees. Woo! All right, then. So now we're moving on to, it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Alexander Freelander, Associate Dean of Undergraduate Education in the college. Dr. Freelander will be recognizing those students who have received special recognition from the university. Oh, where are you?
Thank you. Sorry, give me a moment to find my place here. All right. In the spirit of honoring exceptional academic achievement, we want to begin by honoring those who have completed their degree with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. I would like to ask the following students to come forward and be recognized: Stephen Costa, Rebecca Dolan, Natisha Bettini, and Ayush Parikh. Congratulations. 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 I would now like to recognize those undergraduate students who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement at Drexel as represented in final grade point averages. Students who graduate with a GPA between 3.5 and 3.7 are designated cum laude, or with honor. Will our cum laude graduates please stand?
Those graduating with a GPA between 3.7 and 3.9 are designated magna cum laude or with outstanding honor. Will our magna cum laude graduates please stand? And students graduating with a GPA of 3.9 or higher are designated summa cum laude, or with highest honor. Will our summa cum laude graduates please stand? You may be seated. Congratulations to you all. Each year, a number of Drexel graduates participate in ROTC and receive their commission in the armed forces. We acknowledge the service of our students, as well as their family, friends, and professors. I ask that everyone here today who is a member or veteran of the armed forces, please stand to receive recognition for your service. Thank you for your service. You may be seated. In the spirit of honoring the exceptional achievements of our graduate students, we wish to recognize 4 doctoral students who received special recognition from Drexel's Graduate College. Would Mona Elgahale, recipient of the Drexel Common Good Award for Scholarship, please stand? Would Hallie Espel Wynn, recipient of the Research Excellence Post-Candidacy Award, please stand? Would Julia Hildebrand, recipient of the Outstanding Dissertation Award, please stand? And would Gregory Neat, the recipient of the Teaching Assistant Excellence Award, please stand? Congratulations to you all. You may be seated. Finally, we want to recognize the 7 graduating members of the College of Arts and Sciences Student Advisory Board. These students represent some of the highest achieving in their major, and were chosen to represent their departments and advocate for their classmates' interests and perspectives. Would the following students please stand to be recognized? John Brooks, Sandy Ding, Yachia Lamb, Lindsay Morrissey, Kelly Rosanitas, Victoria Smith, and Sanjana Venkat. Thank you all. Congratulations to all of our student scholars. You may be seated.
I am now delighted to introduce Ms. Judy Wicks, who will deliver this year's keynote address. Wicks is an author, an activist, entrepreneur, and an international leader in the sustainable business movement. She has founded or co-founded numerous businesses and nonprofits, everything from the Sustainable Business Network of Greater Philadelphia, which is a resource for locally owned businesses committed to improving their environmental social impact, to the original Free People's Store, which is now well known as the popular retailer Urban Outfitters. Wicks, however, is perhaps most well known as the founder of the iconic Philadelphia staple, White Dog Cafe. We all thank you for that one. Which began as a modest muffin shop on the first floor of her home. As she grew White Dog, Wicks developed and infused her philosophy of sustainability into every aspect of the business. She became a pioneer of the farm-to-table movement, building a network of local farmers who treated animals humanely and were invested in sustainable growing practices. She put into place ethical business practices, paying a living wage, mentoring local students, and building the first business in Pennsylvania to rely exclusively on local renewable energy sources. White Dog grew from that modest muffin shop into a 200-seat restaurant and a $5 million business, and became a hub for community talks, cultural events, and activism. Wix and the Cafe have since been featured in numerous publications, from the New York Times to Newsweek to Fast Company. White Dog was named in Inc. magazine's Best Small Businesses to Work For, American Benefactors list of America's 25 most generous companies, and Condé Nast Traveler's top 50 American restaurants worth traveling to see. Throughout her career, Wix has earned numerous local and national awards, including the James Beard Foundation Humanitarian of the Year Award, the International Association of Culinary Professionals Humanitarian Award, and the Women Chefs and Restaurateurs Lifetime Achievement Award. She was acknowledged by Oprah magazine as one of 5 amazingly gifted and giving food professionals, and was named by Inc. magazine alongside the likes of Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, and Betsy Johnson as one of the top 25 entrepreneurs who exemplify the drive and creativity of American business. Today, Wix continues to spearhead efforts to create a more sustainable, equitable, and vibrant local economy through 2 projects. One is Proud Pennsylvania, a campaign to unite rural and urban communities, and the other is the Circle of Aunts and Uncles, a group that provides low-interest loans and social capital to under-resourced entrepreneurs in the greater Philadelphia region. I can think of no better model of the power of passion and perseverance, and of what is possible when we use our talents to serve our local and global communities. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to our keynote speaker this evening, Ms. Judy Wix.
Good evening. After living a block from the Drexel campus in West Philadelphia for 40 years, I feel tonight as though I've come home to be with my friends and neighbors. So thank you, Provost Blake and Dean Schulte. I'm very honored to be here with you tonight. And thank you, class of 2019. I'm privileged to share this joyful time with you, along with your loving families, friends, and colleagues. As I was preparing to address you today, I suddenly realized that my own college graduation on June 11th, 1969, was exactly 50 years ago, almost to the day. I wondered, what conditions did my generation confront on graduation day, and how do they differ 50 years later? Most on the minds of the class of 1969 was the Vietnam War, a war started by the generation before us and left for us to fight in and to fight against. On my graduation day, college deferment ended, and many young men in the class of 1969 were immediately drafted into the military. That was a tough time. But let us consider what problems the previous generations have left for you to tackle. While the class of 1969 fought to end the war in Vietnam, your generation is tasked to end the war on nature. While my generation's challenge was to save lives, yours is to save life on Earth. Today, some may predict that it's too late, that the rapid degradation of our natural environment, rising toxicity, and a warming and increasingly unstable climate cannot be stopped before life becomes uninhabitable, or that global warfare over our planet's remaining resources will wipe us out. Others may say, there is no problem. or it's not your problem. You're graduating at a pivotal time, what some call the Great Turning, a transformative movement in human evolution when there's a small window of opportunity, likely our last, to transition from a life-destroying economy to a life-sustaining one. This transition also provides an opening for us to reassess the fair distribution of resources among the world's people and achieve greater economic justice. This is not a time for the faint-hearted or hopeless. This is a time for extraordinary courage, creativity, and yes, love. The fearless, ferocious love that comes when we protect what we hold most dear. Don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting that this is just your problem to solve, nor could you succeed alone. Planet saving is everyone's job. While Vietnam pitted generation against generation, and the class of 1969 against our parents, today we have the opportunity for a powerful intergenerational alliance that can turn the tide of history. By working together for the good of all, we can halt exploitation and engage in reciprocal win-win relationships with one another and with nature. Just in time, we can bring to an end the war on our home planet, the war on our rivers, oceans, and aquifers, on our air and topsoil, the war on all living creatures. A recent United Nations report warns that human activity is putting over 1 million species at risk of extinction within decades. Foolishly, this is a war that we are waging against ourselves and the generations to come. 50 years ago, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. called for a revolution of values. He said, "We must rapidly begin the shift from a thing-oriented society to a person-oriented society." Now is the time for us to come together to make this revolution a reality. We have been conditioned to seek the lowest price when we buy, the highest price when we sell, and the largest return on our investments without consideration for the consequences of our economic transactions on other people and the planet. But wealth is not simply how much is in our bank accounts. Our shared wealth, clean water to drink, fresh air to breathe, healthy food to eat, and a joyful, inclusive community in which to belong, is much more valuable. When I started the White Dog Cafe in 1983, not far from the Drexel campus, I had not yet realized what I'm sharing with you today. My business taught me. It was through my work that I discovered that business is about relationships, money only a tool, and that the purpose of business is to serve customers, employees, community, and nature. Rather than maximizing profits, my goal was maximizing relationships. Positive relationships with all those I connected with while doing business, and in my relationship with nature as well. A farmer who supplied our restaurant told me that good farming is the balance between masculine energy and feminine energy, energies that each of us contain regardless of gender. He characterized masculine energy as efficiency and feminine as nurturing. If you have too much masculine energy and not enough feminine, you might have a well-run farm, but without the nurturing, you will not have a high-quality product. On the other hand, if you have too much nurturing and not enough efficiency, you might have great tomatoes and happy chickens, but you may well go out of business. When I first heard about the cruel factory farming of pigs, I realized that our whole economy was terribly out of balance. Too much masculine energy, too little feminine. Over many years, the White Dog Cafe developed a network of local farmers who supplied us with meat and poultry from animals raised on pasture with care and respect, and fruits and vegetables produced without pesticides and fertilizers harmful to the soil. During those days, it was hard to find such farms. Local food became key to our brand and unique in Philadelphia in the 90s. This is our market niche, I thought, our competitive advantage. This is all about us. Then I had an awakening. I said to myself, if you really do care about the animals, the small farmers forced out by large corporations, the dying rural communities, the environment polluted by industrial agriculture, and the consumers unknowingly eating food laced with drugs and pesticides, then you would share your supply list and your knowledge with your competitors. Yes, you would share with your competitors. Up until then, I had thought it was enough to have sustainable practices within my business. Composting, solar hot water, 100% renewable electricity, paying a living wage. But that was not enough. There is no such thing as one sustainable business. We can only be part of a sustainable system. Though we had successfully grown a network of local farmers supplying my restaurant, I turned my attention to growing a larger network, a sustainable food system that would strengthen family farms to feed our region. I used my own profits to start a not-for-profit organization to connect farms with the urban marketplace and loaned $30,000 to a farmer to buy a refrigerated truck so that he could deliver pasture-raised pork to other restaurants in town. My decision to share set the course for the rest of my life. I went on to found a local business network and then a national alliance to support local businesses, building sustainable local economies across the country. I continue this work today with Proud Pennsylvania, an initiative to build local supply chains between urban and rural communities that produce our basic needs of food, fiber, and energy. Local production moves wealth from distant corporations to our communities, while increasing our resiliency to withstand the effects of climate change. Many young people are finding opportunities for new businesses and meaningful employment in building strong local economies, which could well determine the survival of future generations. Though it eventually benefited my life, sharing with my competitors was not an easy decision for me to make. At first, I was afraid. If I shared, I would lose my competitive advantage. My sales might decrease. My profits go down. I didn't make the decision because I figured it out in my head that it was the right thing to do. I did it because of my love of the animals, of nature, of community. That love was greater than my fear. In that life-changing moment, I moved from me to we. I moved from competition to cooperation, from hoarding to sharing, and from fear to love. The more I shared, the more I wanted to share, the more others around me shared. Moving from me to we is the first step in planet saving, as it is for addressing the challenges of ending inequality. In this technological world, with ready access to limitless information, we can become overwhelmed, even paralyzed, because we don't think we know enough to act. But there are many answers that we cannot learn by simply absorbing information. We all have the ability to connect with our intuitive wisdom and compassion and join head and mind to lead with love. Narrow self-interest is not an option. There is only one interest, our common interest. Understanding that will determine if humankind will take our rightful place in the web of life or perish from this earth. We've made progress in improving business practices, yet the planet is declining and inequality is rising. Much more change is needed, a true revolution of values. We are ready for your fresh, young leadership. Class of 2019, let us unite across the generations to rebuild our economy to one that works for the earth and for all of us. Reimagine a lifestyle that is as much about life as about style. Regenerate our natural environment. Repurpose our lives from consumption to service. Rebalance our masculine and feminine qualities. Reconnect with each other and with nature. And most of all, rejoice. Rejoice in graduating from this fine institution. Rejoice in the enduring friendships you have made here. Rejoice in the many opportunities before you to contribute to a better world. Rejoice that you are simply alive on this beautiful planet on this day of celebration that we share. Congratulations to each of you. Walk tall for all. Thank you.
On behalf of everyone in the College of Arts and Science, I want to thank you for your words this evening. Okay, we are now at the part that you've all been waiting for. And it is now time to begin to individually recognize all of our graduates assembled today. The name of our graduates will be announced by Doctors Ashley Dickinson, Alexander Freelander, Scott Knowles, and Daniel Miranda. I ask that out of respect for all of the graduates, we request that you remain in your seats until all names have been called. Marshall.
Marshals, please escort the doctoral graduates to the stage with their supervising professors to receive their hoods. Dissertation titles and names of the supervising professors are available in the commencement program. Yep. Okay. Matilda Dissing Christensen. Julia Maria Hildebrand. Greg Neat. Faye Ga. Julia Christine Richmond. Hallie Marie Espelwin. Alexandra Moratori. Aylin Lance Lesser. Jana Domenico. Gloria Bezagan. David De Giuseppe. Jin Yang Xian. Alan Chiao. Christopher David Brown. Robert Stone. Yi Shuen Lin. Daniel Leonard Summers. Benjamin Grossman. Zagel Bartolomake. Li Kwa Li. David Saul Rosen. Jasmine Jankola Alexander Floyd. Lauren Klabonsky. Rava Vivian Alahiyari. Priya Lakshmi Panika. Joanna Kay. Shelby Arnold. James Fairfax Colombo. Mona Elgahale. Benjamin Ross Locklear. Leah Schumacher. Lauren Elizabeth Bradstreet. Jenny David. Mark David McCurdy. Elizabeth Gale Bentz. Siraji Waguge. Casey Lynn Vickers. Congratulations to all of our doctoral degree recipients. We would like to recognize those students who are completing both a bachelor's and a master's degree today. Will those students please stand to be recognized? Please be seated. Marshals, please escort the master's graduates to the stage to be individually recognized. Anne Elizabeth Castiglione. Gabriela Navarro. Carrie Hurd. Caitlin Michelle Loika. Jemica Rosa Champion. Louis Jones. Stephen Logia. Abigail Rose Amy. Olivia Jean Bello. Sarah Dillon. Ariana Nicola Nunziata. Jessica Maria Burns. Shanna Joseph. Ariana Downs. Danielle Cox. Chantal Michela Belafanti. Kelly Elizabeth Berg. Laura Michelle McKeever. Hey, congratulations. Daniel Marzek. Cerise Maxwell. Sean Lewis. Sarah Stolkup. Rebecca Indek. Claudia Terrio. Dominique Daniels. Morgan Janelle Williams. Tiara Woodland. Ann Campbell. Susan Fitzpatrick. Anne Haftel. Congratulations to all of our master's degree recipients.
Marshals, please escort the bachelor's graduates to the stage to be individually recognized. Toward you? Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Let me know if you notice them start sweating.
Okay.
They didn't seem to.
There's a lid. Are we doing?
If you want, play by ear. Son, he said some, he didn't say others. So.
Alright, you tell me when you're ready. We're like, let's get it over with. Okay. Stephen Costa. Natisha Bethini. Ayush Parikh. Rebecca Dolan. Sean J. McCall. Matthew Gilman. Guna Yerabulo. Syra Khan. John Brooks. Sandy Ding. Ichia Lamb. Lindsay Marie Morrissey. Kelly Rosanitas. Victoria Smith. Sanjaya Venkat. Shravani Meka. Gayatri Vijayakumar. Nishuth Gupta. Dylan Wolfinger. Yukin Lin. Michael McCarthy. Elijah Anderson. Erica Key. Wesley Chung. Diana Ocampo. Tanya Saini. Matthew Geiger. Janelle Jefferson. Francesca Tornow. Jacqueline Ning. Emma Pike. Marina Jackson. Cameron Chung. William McCullough. Emma Heckenberg. Shaylin McCarty. Doyansola Ogunsomi. Lindsay Gulick. Lauren Holtgren. Nori Bokrita. Megan Rhodes. Sarah Dorr. Charles Armstrong. Madison Power. Jackie Lee. Seth Kurtz. Congratulations. Emilian Nadeau. Karen Yang. Ayelet Arbali. Nicole Durante. Kaylee Slicer. Christine Wojciechowicz. Anna Savage. Benjamin Lee. Malcolm Newman. Thomas C. Charno. Anais Sky Dotavio. Michaela Ashley Parrish. Marin Jane Hillary. Congratulations. Are you ready? Orlando Morales. Cassidy Alley. Amanda DeStefano. Joshua Anchor. Brandon Butler. Madeline Gomez. Angel Skipper. Yelitza Nava. Caitlin Evans. Shu Zhao. Priyanka Shaw. Shelby Jane. Drew West.
Assad Ansari. John Lewis. Royston Raymond. Caitlin McLaughlin. Amberlyn Wilk. Fernando Xavier Lopez Pabon. Sarah Jennifer Eichen. Lauren Shiras. Jonathan Edward Chi. Christopher Steffel. Adam Rothschild. Kyle Anthony Howie. Natasha Hajo. Mackenzie Cooper Morehouse. Skylar Cohn. Joseph Zwillenberg. Or Soraker. Emily Judith Fanwick. Haley Zacher. Jacob Riesenbach. Catherine Tillman. Emma Hart. Rachel Happy Wallace. Jorge 14 Mija. Constanza Hasil. Atish Arputan. Ashka Sevak. Alexandra Sparta. Shivali Patel. Krishna Patel. Brira Vinahims. Iftikhar Rahman. Joshua Fishman. Orsala Amati. Jacqueline Ann Laporte. Carolyn Barr. Frosty Bajo. Sydney Justina Johnson. Prunali Jagasia. David Schimpf. Lauren Gould. Abigail Gutterman. Kate Roche. Kirsten Michelle Vogelson. Natalie Noel Marshall. Justin Pay. And Kina Shayuna van Groningen. Angela Hackett. David Riley. Nadia Etemad. Jadzia Lynn Watsy. Richard Edward Gidak. Francesca Ellen Dogis. Gia Wan. Justine Maria Chop. Madison Catherine Lyons. Gabrielle Lynn Burns. Pooja Sakithville. Harley McNally. Karnik Hajar. Catriana Piniero. Amber Zafar. Hannah Kircher. Sheridan Clements. Denigs Atzturk.
Close enough.
Thank you. Ruth Shilaso. Sonia Ukhter. Joseph D'Angelo. Natalia Soroka. Nishanth Eluri. Ali Hareb. Sina Mortazavi. Sharon Gashil Nam. Krupa Patel. Ramya Satish. Arjun Menon. Sophia Nelson. Sabrina Martin. Alexander Nelson. Meghana Chubey. Megan Faye Villarin. Yeah, Megan. Shannon Elizabeth McMorris.
Marissa Lynn Vandenplas. Marshall Rosenberg. Errol Christian Montaliza Oliveros. Robert Troy Smith. Monica Mason. Maxim Shevchenko. Isabella Reginato. Jacob S. Woods. Kyle Tien. Ju Won Yoon. Emily Pillette. Roy Smith. Brianne Martin. Hannah Grizzle. Reginald Simmons. Allison Durham. Michelle Lagan. Eric Hammett. Anuska Bandari. Soteria Del Valle. Sindhu Nadapali. Gauri Chipurupali. Rashida Singh. Avyaktan Srinivasan. Ramsha Ahmad. Nicole O'Connor. Kathleen Kaufman. Nicolette Raleigh. San Julian Cannon. James Sullivan. Robin Carney. Gideon Glenn Kiggins Bloom. Philly Chung. Rachel Moreno. Leah Desher. Nika Aguila. Rogelio Aguilar. Alexandra Stacks. Valentina Ozornina. Pritham Mohan. Guru Unush Singh. Caitlin Orr. Christopher James. Victoria Chapelier. Noah Gomersall. Aaron Katz. Brian Farrell. Anna Culbertson. Nicole Buleza. Brandon Wynn. Kevin William Holm. Neha Majetti. Richard Walsh. John Gilligan. Jason Navon. Marcos Garcia. Emily Ding. Paris Grimaldi. Vincent Hui. Catherine O'Grady Blair. Catherine Robel. Bria Cheve King. Zilong Zhang. Lan Wei. Joey Antoi. Jaquan Davis. Kevin Kabadi. Shumar Beasley. Dimitri Kochi. Sabrina Nabatovsky. Mackenzie Kennedy. Joseph Bilotti. Vincent Kanzanis. Katya Lundell. Jacob Quint. Heidi Zapataki. Rachel Johnson. Lucas Acosta. Eunice Mikwali Kamami. By Shira Williams. Cherie DeVos. Tanisha Abdul Ali. Alola Basitat Popula. Isaiah Hoffman. Ashley Douglas. Annette King. Curtis Bechtel. Shreya Agrawal. Christopher Apellido. Shayna Singh. Mary Doan. Priya Patel. All right. Victoria Anna Gokul. Eric Markowitz. Stephen Hurlbut. Sarah Kosia. Kazia Hope Sheldon. Rachel Buttrey. Sarah Adams. Kong Trin. Nora Leonie Wormbach. Dana Arlene Morgan. Noah Adam Springer. Jordan Tyler Irvin. Natalie Carroll. Shreyas Hebal. Gaston Davis. Omar Hyatt. Gabrielle Donatucci. Arjun Ganesh. Michaela Cerrone. Diana Morrow. Danielle Rose Esposito. Middle name. Emily Elizabeth Turek. Rebecca Laqualia. Megan Perez. Isabella Bruner. Ellen Eline. Kira Saxith. I could take a break. Crystal Bian.
Dana Mayer. Nasia Stefanik. Sarah Martone. Patrick Lombardo. Miles Corcoran. Jamison Beriga. Shivanji Bhatt. Kostav Patra. Ravitaiga Bethamcharya. Oh, sorry. Ravi Tata. Amanda Pope. Samantha Ellen Martin. Morgan Shemensky. Delia McDade. Daria Dressler. Timothy Lopez. Lily Alexandra Ramirez. Kathy Fan. Felicia Raju. Lucelis Hernandez. Irie Congo. Muzammil Sheikh. Declan Patterson. Brooke Peakey. Kelsey Ann Copobianco. Dana Case. Cheyenne Whitmer. Jada Gassett. Laura Chamberlain. Wangoi Karaoke. Tarita Roy Chowdhury. Morgan Weiss. Rebecca McCormick. Marissa Lee Gabriel. Michelle Carr. Stephanie Leone Joseph. Brendan T. Kent Hubert. Samuel Fletcher. Lucas Joseph Bongazzoni. Sumal Rashita. Sumia Zahid. Julia Oleksak. Dua Abdul Razak. Kiana Shanae Williams. Kanae Taylor. Chloe Sagi. Joella Kukwila Bangala. Yusra Sultan. Osama Ali. Asiya Wallace. April Elisa Witherspoon. Brittany LaShawn Stewart. Rebecca Bushnick. Sophia Caroline Esgrove. Marissa Hill. Anika Van Groningen. Congratulations to all of our bachelor's degree recipients.
I don't think that was loud enough. Let's have one more round of applause for our graduates. Okay. All right. Well, in this ceremony, we paid tribute to the graduating class of 2019. Now it's the graduates' turn to salute those who have helped them along the way. I would like to ask the parents, grandparents, children spouses, and loved ones of our graduates to please stand. You deserve those many thanks. Now, I ask the members of the class of 2019 to salute their professors and mentors at Drexel University, and will ask the members of the faculty and administration please rise and be recognized. All right, thank you. I want to say thank you, congratulations again, and thank you for joining us today. We're excited to continue the graduation activities tomorrow, Friday, June 14th, with the university-wide commencement at Citizens Bank Park, beginning at 7:30 p.m., where all degrees will be formally conferred. Please also join us for a pre-ceremony pep rally on Citizens Bank Way immediately preceding our university-wide ceremony tomorrow. When this ceremony ends, I encourage our graduates and their families to meet at the top of the hill to my right to take advantage of the spectacular views of the city. We invite you all to head there now, and once again, congratulations, graduates.
We ask again for families and guests to please remain seated as the stage party recesses and graduates exit out the plaza. You can meet your graduates in the plaza for photos once they have cleared the front of the seating area. Congratulations again, graduates and families.